Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome to New Earth Rising and happy spring.
Happy
Spring
spring.
has sprung, and we're so happy you guys are here. It has been such a wonderful year so far, and I am Michelle Ambergy. I am one of your hostesses with the mostesses here, and my co-shenanigator is Sharon. Sharon, we made it to spring.
We did. Yes, yes. And we had some really nice days there for a little while here in good old Oregon. But yeah, that's okay. It'll come again. It'll come back.
Have you guys been having a lot of rain up there?
Yeah, we have today it rained and it got cold again, but we had about 62 degrees for 3 or 4 days, something like that. So
Ooh,
that was really nice. And I realized living in Oregon that you definitely appreciate the sunshine. After
I've
living in
heard
the
that.
South most of my life, where you take
Yeah,
it for granted.
I've heard that from every Oregonian I've ever known.
Yeah,
When the sun comes out, you go outside and enjoy it.
definitely, yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. Down here in Southern California, it just has been raining and raining and raining and raining. I think our drought is over,
Mhm.
which is so wonderful. So that is good for really the entire United States because we still are an agricultural state. Though you wouldn't know it, but we are. But it's good, and I hope everybody's doing good this wonderful spring. Who is feeling the wind beneath your wings? Who's feeling that energy, that lifting, uplifting kind of forward motion energy? I know so many people that I'm talking to, even if it's still raining outside, even if there's snow on the ground, you begin to feel that just that blossoming, that blooming. And we're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about that today and what kind of spring is about and honoring the season of spring and I don't know, whatever else comes along. So
And
we
do some readings.
and we're going to do some readings too.
It's
And
that
as a matter
time.
of fact, I've been doing readings this whole week with these cards. I'm going to give a preview. I've got bull messages from Jesus and
Oh,
messages from Mother Mary.
nice, nice.
I
Beautiful.
can't I can't stand it. I started using them.
Well,
I've got a membership through my website. It's called A Million I Love Yous, and I pulled the Jesus cards out because we're getting close to Easter, right? And right behind it were Mother Mary cards that I had forgotten I even had.
oh,
And so
wow.
I started pulling them, and the messages were so beautiful that I've used them like I don't know 5 or 6 times. No, I don't do that many shows. One, two, three, four. This will be the fifth time this week that I'm using them for readings. So I'm
Nice.
super excited. I'm
So I
super
have
excited.
messages from spirit. No, wait,
Mm,
Nature Spirit cards by Denise Lynn. I love these cards.
mm,
And also Sacred Geometry
I love those
activations.
cards.
Yeah. Do you have these too?
Yay. Oh, Lisa Monarch, it is her birthday month. She
Nice.
always, yep.
Happy birthday, Lisa.
Yeah, happy
Uh,
birthday.
hello, everyone. I saw, who was it? Barbie said that it's raining and flooding in Sedona
Yeah.
area.
They're
Yeah.
getting, I think, the rain that we just got done with a couple days ago. It rained like the dickens here. I thought it was my chimney was leaking.
Oh,
I think that's bad.
that's doesn't sound good. Yeah. Oh,
Mm-mm.
speaking of a million I love yous, I got to tell you real quick. Um, I not that long ago, I'm gonna say in the last month, yes, I had an out of body experience, and sometimes I fall asleep. A lot of times, most of the time, I fall asleep just repeating "I love you" in my mind. Right? I love you. I love you. I
Mm,
love you.
love that.
And 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 I was repeating when I woke up in the altered state in an out of body experience. I was repeating. I started repeating it again because I want to lift up. It didn't take long, about 10 seconds, 20 seconds, if in our time, I started hearing a symphony of I love yous back all around
Wow.
me. It was vibrating around me. I love you, I love you, I love you in different
Oh,
voices, and it was
mm.
amazing.
You know what? That is how I received the inspiration to start this membership and the whole consciousness behind it was falling asleep saying, I love you, hands over my heart, I love you. And I woke up sometime in the middle of the night and I just heard that, I love you, I love you, I love you. And then when I woke up in the morning, it was, it's time to bring a million I love yous to the world.
Oh, wow. Oh,
And
cool.
I was like, Okay, how am I going to do that? And within a couple of days, I'd completely downloaded the whole idea, put it up on my website, and away we go. But it was that same thing. That's so cool.
Mhm. Yeah. This was, about 3 weeks ago, I think, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Barbie's going. I just realized what your background is, Michelle. I got to show you guys. I got to roll out of the way here.
Take your crown. I love it. That's gorgeous.
It's one of the paintings that I painted a while ago in all the painting classes that I'm taking. So I'm excited to share it with you guys. Sharon always
Ch-ch-ch-ch-ch.
Sharon always has these beautiful backgrounds, and mine gets all wiggy.
This is my
And
backyard right here.
yeah, she's sitting in her backyard.
I do live on a river, but we don't have any tulips yet, so but
Yet is the key word there.
and that river's the river I live on is not as wide as that lake. Looks like a lake.
Yeah, you have that yummy though. It always reminds me of just like life and that burgeoning, that green color that river is. It
Oh,
always just
well,
reminds me of just the foliage and the cycles of life and everything. It's so yummy.
yeah, it's really nice.
Very cool. Oh, I'm so excited. Um, and I don't know if you guys know that Sharon's writing a book.
I
And
may not have mentioned it.
she may not have mentioned it. I feel like she did, but if she didn't, I want everybody to know. I want you guys to get ready and start saving your pennies and nickels. Buy it and support her because she's doing amazing work. And I know we can't tell too much about it because it builds the anticipation. But I'm super excited that you're doing that. It's absolutely fabulous. You're such a great teacher and such a good person, and you have
Oh,
so much to share. And I'm just like, when you talk about it, I'm just like, oh my God, this is so good. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. So I'm excited.
yeah, I was thank you, Michelle, and I was talking to Michelle earlier about, it's about my NDEs and, well, especially the one in 2001 and the aftermath, I guess you could say, of processing everything. Because what I've shared on other here and other channels, 'cause I've done interviews, is just a tiny, tiny bit of the actual experience and the information and, what happened along with it, with and yesterday and I was sharing with Michelle, every time I go to write one of the, uh, experiences or some of the information, some of the experiences, I dive into it even deeper, and it's like, "Oh my gosh, I haven't thought about this in a while because this was 20 years ago, over 20 years ago is when this was happening, and more comes every day, more and as I'm writing, more comes too, that I'm like, "Oh, wow, I've real oh, that's right." You just start downloading more and more information, and, yesterday I was writing about how I, um, was in this I'll just share a little tiny bit about it, just kind of a preview
Love it.
of some of the one of the experiences that are just mind blowing to me. Um, I'm in a like a vortex type of thing, and I'm experiencing and seeing myself. Um, and from start of a spark, I'm in the middle of the sun or a star as one, as the wholeness of one, comfy cozy. I don't have the anyway, I explain it better in the book, but yeah. Uh, and then I am part of a million, if not more, little sparks coming that come out, just spark out of the center of the sun, the center of the source, and we're moving along the filaments of the sun. Whew. And whenever I talk about it, I just feel all this energy. And I realize that I am a soul, that we're souls, we're different souls, part of the one soul, we're different, or the oneness, and we're different souls. And I go from that to other experiences as many, 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 many. I'm sitting in this circular 360-degree um, vision, feeling experience of to an amoeba, to a fairy, to seeing myself as thousands and thousands, an extraterrestrial, thousands and thousands of ships in the sky, big ships, small ships, moving probably from the Lyran Wars. I was telling Michelle about that. Yeah, and moving into this galaxy and finding planets and things like that. I know,
You're
I know.
talking about again, it's like filling my head.
Mhm.
Like, bam. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Well, it's intense. That part is very
Mm,
intense. Yeah,
mm.
and remembering all that and being involved in that to human experiences, to all kinds of stuff, to being burned at the stake as a witch, and that was very intense. So I can, for some reason, soul, my higher self, brought me to focus in on certain parts of this evolution. That's a good word. Evolution of moving through this, my soul's evolution, perhaps, and to, also seeing humanity and the timeline I was looking at the time, 20 something years ago, didn't look very good, from, and we've experienced some of these, a lot of the things that I was seeing, right? Pestilence, disease, pandemics, uh, um, mind control, technology, AI, um, being, just all kinds of horrible things. And
Yeah, cloning, all the crazy cloning
cloning,
stuff they
yeah.
do.
Um, it's slave enslavement, children, and the thing. And I do a whole thing about the children and seeing the children. I was seeing these scenes on my ceiling and on my walls, as well afterwards. It was it was just so, it made such an impression on me. Seeing all the way around, back to source, and then coming back out. Yeah, it was crazy,
Yeah.
crazy.
And and it's like we're just all now starting to get little sips of the vastness of what we really are. And that's why I feel like your book and you writing about this stuff, Sharon, is so important because people are ready to understand that this thing we're doing is a itty bitty 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 bit of who we truly are. And and people are ready. People are
Yes.
ready to hear that kind of stuff now,
Yeah.
and it's
It's
exciting.
Yeah, it's been coming out for a while, but this is just my experience, and whether anyone, like I said, whether anyone reads it or not, it was it was meant for me to be able to
It's
put it all down in a book form or journal form, book form, because I've journaled these experiences, but to have it in that manner is something my soul needs.
yeah, and
Uh,
it's so important. That's like with my painting.
right.
It's like, am I ever going to be a famous artist? Probably not. Am I ever going to make a living at it? Maybe not. But it is has changed my life
Yeah.
so completely because it's that expression of what's inside.
Hmm.
And I think it's part of this new earth energy that we're all working into is being in that creative energy. That is that divine energy, that divine creative energy. And that's one of the ways that we express it, right? Is through
Right.
these things like writing and art and dance and music and all the many ways that we do that. And so it's super cool. I love it.
Oh
Oh,
yes.
Stacy's here. Stacy's in the house.
Hi,
Oh,
Stacy.
he's good. What can you share about parallel universes? They're like this.
I can share my experiences with them.
Yeah. Jump timeline jumping and stuff like that. Yeah. Um yeah, and there's spirit songs laughing. Yeah, and there are many parallel universes. There's many timelines running at one time. There are parallel universes that aren't so good. There are beings in parallel dark universes that have wormholes into this universe that are like to come in and mess around with stuff. But as we grow and as we expand, we are moving further and further away from the influence of that, and that's part of this new earth thing too, is creating an entirely new paradigm, entirely new parallel universe where that influence is no longer affecting us, and we can truly live in our divine essence. Um, but as we know, these cycles of, the golden age and the dark age and the golden age and the dark age, does that ever end? It's a great question. Who knows?
Yeah.
Would you ask that question when you're out there in doing what you do, Sharon? Is this ever going to
No,
end?
no, nothing ever ends. We are eternal. We are eternal,
Yep,
so it doesn't ever end. We
we
just
are.
just start over in some another cycle, another space where I understand. So if I could answer that question too on and from my experience,
Hmm.
parallel universes, I was um, experiencing them actually when I was going through my quickening, which is what my book is about too. Um, and what I saw, I could actually see as I'm moving through my life, through my day, each decision we make, if we think about another decision and don't make that decision and make another, that other decision creates a parallel universe.
Hmm.
And if that um, timeline doesn't get a lot of energy, it'll dissipate. But if it gets a lot of energy, if we still put focus on it, or oversoul, I guess you could say, then it can play out to who knows what. But but what I understand, because one example was I was walking down the road with my dog, um, and a truck came around the corner and almost hit my dog. And I was able to pull my dog out of the way. She was on a leash, but I was able to pull her out of the way. And I saw in my mind's eye a parallel universe where he did hit my dog, and that broke off into a timeline. But since I don't know where that went, but I do believe that that did not. Um, as we integrate ourselves, we can pull that in, from
Yeah.
what I understand, and focus on have our oversoul and those parts of us focus on the reality that we're in, as long as we're heart centered and that kind of thing. I saw another one where my ex and I were fighting like crazy at the time. Um, and some we had a really bad fight, and that broke off into another parallel reality where and we were drinking and doing stupid stuff where
That
he
usually
actually
goes hand in hand with all that,
yes,
doesn't it?
yeah, where he actually killed me in that parallel reality.
Wow.
Yeah. So I had to integrate that part of me as well, because I healed, I left the relationship and healed what was going on with me, where I felt the need to do all that kind of stuff, and be in that situation or whatever put me in that situation. So, so that's how I see parallel realities is we can make different decisions, and create different realities, but we
Mhm.
can also realities that we don't want to create, we can bring them in and integrate them.
Yeah.
Yeah, with
Another
intention.
pair whoop, another concept of parallel universes is the whole thing of past lives.
Hmm.
Because if we understand that everything exists in the one eternal now, the concepts of past lives is also a parallel universe because it's running parallel. It really isn't a linear thing where it's in the past. So, like, there's so many different ways you can look at it and understand it. I imagine at some point our little brains will be able to really handle the fullness of what that means. But it's a huge concept. It's a
Yes.
huge concept.
Yes, because our universe is multi-layered and infinite, and so anything that we can think about is possible. Whatever whatever we can focus on is possible, and it is. it has been possible. It has already been experienced. It has already been played out. So we can enter that reality just by focusing on it, and that's what I've learned. So it's infinite. The possibilities are infinite.
And we access these parallel one of the ways we access these parallel realities is through mental activity. It's part of the tool that we use. It's not the boss, it's a tool, but our imagination.
Hmm.
A lot of people think of the imagination as something that's frivolous and oh no, we don't want to use that. That no, no, no. It's a portal. And it's a portal to other realities, other experiences, parallel universes, right? And also another thing about parallel universes is we're not the only universe. So we know there's what 20 billion other universes that have 100 bazillion parallel universes within. It's like it's infinite, just goes on forever.
Multiverse.
It's like the mirror. What is that? The mirror houses,
Oh,
the
the
fun
fun.
house with the mirrors that just goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on.
Yes, yeah,
That
I
was a
know.
big question, Stacy Buddha.
Stacy Buddha. So you said she asked Stacy Buddha. You want to highlight her comment or her question, Michelle, if
Yeah,
you
that's what
don't mind?
we just addressing right there is.
She's got another one. Yeah. No, she has
Oh, oh,
another one. Our deja vu is.
Stacy's she's calling us hot on the seat. So our deja vu experience is parallel. Absolutely.
I would say yes too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
Because everything exists
at
at
the
one
same
time.
time. At the same time.
Yeah. So you're kind of bleeding into another
Hmm.
thing. I get those all the matter of fact, I think Sharon and I were doing a show a few weeks ago, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh my God, I've been here before.
Yeah.
And it's just it's trippy and it kind of flows in and flows out.
It seems to happen more and more
Yeah.
these days.
Yeah.
These days we've done this. We did a lot of things we've done before.
Yeah.
And
Well, in time is collapsing within the collective consciousness.
right.
Everything this whole matrix is, whether we know it or not. And it's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Deja
that's
vu.
a good segue for spring, talking about spring and
Talk about deja vu. It's here
deja
again.
vu. It's here again. And it was just last year when it
Isn't
was
this
here,
weird?
a year ago.
Oh my
And I
gosh.
can't believe it was a year ago already.
I can't believe it's March already.
I know. I believe that since we got put on hold in 2020, that we actually got put on hold, if you know what I
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think we jumped into a parallel uh
I love
time
it.
too.
A
Parallel.
parallel.
It looks like it should be pronounced that way anyways. I mean,
It
seriously.
does. Well, you know that they were using the CERN.
Yeah,
They've been using it, so that's I mean, it totally throwing us out into other timelines and stuff like that, which is yeah, Groundhog Day, totally. Oh my gosh.
total Groundhog Day.
Yeah,
What a great movie. I think it was funny that the movie Groundhog Day came out in like 1986 or something like that, or 92 or something. I don't remember. And I wanted to watch it. I think I wanted to watch it with my granddaughter, if I'm not mistaken. And I couldn't find it, found it on prime time, but they wanted $9.99 to watch it, to rent the movie. And I was like, that means that was a really good movie.
mhm,
So if
yeah.
you have a chance, it's such a great movie.
What a ripoff. I'm sorry, I have to say it. No, I'm not sorry. I
Okay.
mean, these streaming stations like Prime you're already paying. I mean, you're paying for shipping and you're paying for movies and stuff like that, but, you find but these older movies, you still have to pay
Yeah.
to rent them. It's what a ripoff.
And that's renting it. If you want to buy
That's
it, it's
renting
like,
it.
yeah,
15 or
it's
something.
stupid. It's not
I
like
know
they
I'm
have to send
complaining.
you a CD anymore.
It's a blessing to have all that. It really is. And, but it's still I still think it's a
Oh man.
I
But
have to. I have to speak up.
And thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for that.
That was my rant for the day.
There we go. We're good. We're
Yeah.
good. Any further rants? We'll take those too.
Okay. I probably have 1 or 2 to throw around.
So, one of the things that I wanted to bring up that I've been talking about this week too with spring coming up is being a good steward of Mother Earth. There and Mother Earth was speaking to me over the weekend.
Hmm. I love it
And
when she talks to us. Well,
yeah,
she's
she
always talking to
does.
us.
She does, and it's so beautiful. And I was just kind of just sinking into the body of Mother Earth, and she was telling me that she feels forgotten. We've gotten so disconnected from nature, we've gotten so disconnected from each other, we've gotten so disconnected even from spirituality and God in our very own souls, and that she feels disconnected as well.
Mm,
And she was asking me to ask people to begin to connect with her again. And here's what she showed me. And I've heard this before, but I want to bring it up again. She said, everything in your worlds comes from me. Everything. She says, you don't have to go out into nature and sit under a tree to honor the mother and honor Mother Earth. It's all around you. It's it's this, it's your mouse, it's the cards, it's your coffee cup. It's all made from Mother Earth. The computer, your home, your cars, everything. And she's saying getting back into understanding that everything around you, even if it isn't a tree, a plant, a bird, an animal, it's still Mother Earth. And she's saying connect with me through everything. Don't wait until you get out into nature. Don't wait until you have your holiday in the summer and get to go be at the lake. She says, do it in everything that's around you. And I thought, oh my God, that's so beautiful because it's true. And I've had that in my head before. I've shared that information before, but it actually came through here. She said, I surround you in everything, everything. I'm there with you. And she's saying, acknowledge that, become one with me, commune with me, because I've given you all of this in love. And let's complete the circle, right? Let's complete the circle. And part of that is the lifting of the frequency that we're all going through. It's part of that process. And I thought, oh my gosh, what a beautiful message.
mhm.
What a beautiful message. So I
Yeah.
wanted to share that with everybody.
Nice.
So you
Yeah.
can take your metal computer and say, I love you, Mother Earth. Right?
Yeah, and our inanimate objects have a spirit too. I learned that from uh, being on having trips to Venus, my home on Venus.
Mhm,
When my mate and I would get home, the spirit of the house would welcome us home. We had that
mhm.
connection, and the inanimate objects within our home would you could see the energy around them and feel the spirit of them. They didn't always
Yeah.
communicate with us that way, but yeah, but you knew that um,
Energy.
they have energy, and it's a sentience. It's and it's always kind of what we put into it to them as well.
Mhm, mhm. And that I think that's part of what Mother Earth is talking about.
Yeah.
And I just heard when you were saying that, it's like nothing is truly inanimate. It's
Mhm.
all alive.
Well, inanimate, I mean, it's not moving. Well,
It's not
unless
it's not walking around.
it's not walking around, yeah.
But yeah,
Mhm,
isn't that's so cool. It's
mhm.
completing that circle. We were talking about circles and cycles. It's completing that Mother Earth cycle, that acknowledging and being a part of that give
Right.
and take.
Yeah, we used to celebrate in the ancient days, we'd celebrate the seasons. It was just part of life, it was natural, and we'd have celebrations, and uh, it's so important, I believe, to get back to that
Mhm.
as, as um, in our communities and worldwide eventually. That's hopefully that's the plan. We'd celebrate the
Oh, yeah,
seasons.
one
Yeah.
world order will get right on that.
Yeah. A different order of world oneness. Oneness. But yeah, so we'd celebrate the seasons, we'd celebrate the moon phases, and of course the all the what
Solstices and equinoxes.
well, no, I'm talking about the eclipses. Those are big
Oh,
deals. Those are very big deals. And, the planetary alignments, all of that kind of thing. So, that was very important because we used to be outside, watch the skies, and we were in tune
yeah,
with nature and the
yeah,
spirits. Yeah.
yeah.
And it's easier to be in tune when we're outside. So I like that message definitely that we can still be in tune with the earth and nature and also the planets around us. If it's, too cold to go outside or if it's raining all the time or, we spend
Yeah,
our days inside with our work or whatever, we could still commune.
yeah, because it's everywhere, it's everything. And
Mhm.
I just love the thought of that too, that she did. She gave us everything. Everything that is created, no matter how man-made it looks, is still
Mhm.
from Mother Earth.
Mhm.
So cool.
Right.
Ah,
Definitely.
I'm just like,
Sitting
man,
in her energy. I know.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And you guys know that, spring is all about new, fresh rebirth. If any of you guys have projects or things that you're wanting to set in motion, use the energy. Now is the time.
Mhm.
It's also a good time for the good old-fashioned spring cleaning.
Oh, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I got a
Ooh,
wild
yeah.
hair the other day and
Me
started
too.
cleaning stuff out.
Yeah. It wasn't as yeah, ours is a big project.
I was cleaning uh out my guest bedroom and
That's what
found
we were
this
doing.
treasure trove of art supplies, pens, pencils, chalks, all, all kinds of stuff, brushes, watercolors, like five different things of watercolors. And I was like, oh my God. It was so fun because with doing all this art that I do, we're starting to branch off into using all these different mediums. And it was like this treasure trove. So I was rewarded for moving in that direction of doing some spring cleaning, right?
Nice,
It was
nice.
like it was like the universe said, here's your reward for cleaning all the crap out of the closet.
Yeah,
It was fun. It feels so good when it gets all clean and neat and
it does. I know
yeah.
I found stuff that, I thought I had lost and bought new stuff to replace it. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, there it is." But, I was just looked up, we were yeah, I forgot what the not I forgot, but I knew we were in the new moon around now, but so we just had the new moon last night, and so
Oh,
that's
was that
another
last night?
it's, according to what I just saw, and so that's another, uh, reason to celebrate newness, new projects, new phases, and to do maybe a little ritual, something like that so it's right around when spring started. That's a big deal. See,
Yeah.
we would be in the ancient days, we'd be out, you know, dancing naked around the pole or something and, bringing in the energies of the new moon and and
We
the spring
totally would be
solstice,
jumping over
the spring
fires and
equinox. Right,
wearing
yeah.
antler horns and running around. I don't know. There's all kinds of good stuff we used to do.
Danced around the maypole. Yeah. Burn
Drumming.
until nighttime. Yeah, and then we have the fire to dance around.
So fun. Yeah, I miss that. New moon in Aries, Barbie's the same, beginning of the astrological season. Yep.
New beginnings.
And
Yep,
we also
totally.
have something going on with Pluto.
Oh,
We've
I
got
saw that. Yeah.
Pluto in Aquarius for the
Mhm.
first time since 1777. And so that
Huge.
also um,
Huge stuff
portends
going
some
on.
major freedom 1776 sort of energy, right? And Pluto is about digging down deep, deep, deep in the inner
Nice. Yeah.
shadow, Just super cool. I wanted to see if I could find it really quick because the way it was written in this was so neat. But yeah, it's like when this stuff all hits at the same time, that is a good time to just use that energy as much as you can.
Yeah,
And
not
it's
only that, but you might feel like things are coming up for you because a lot of people I've talked to, clients and stuff, have been saying that they've been having nightmares, and I was having nightmares last week, and I hardly ever have
mm,
nightmares. And Yeshua's always told me that nightmares are normally about healing and
yeah,
bringing stuff up that we haven't dealt with. So if you feel like if you remember your dreams and you're having some kind of nightmarish type of dreams or anything that's going awry in your life, it's a um, could be the shadows are coming up too.
yeah. Because we still have them, no matter how many times you work through them. Again, everything is a spiral, right?
Right.
And so we
Hey,
go a
Eileen.
little bit deeper, a little bit higher, a little bit deeper, a little bit higher.
Hmm.
Oh, darn it, I'm not finding it.
Yeah, I just saw it a little while ago too.
Yeah. So it was really good. It was really good. It was like, all right, it's all about freedom. And this is spring is about freedom too. We kind of throw off the tethers of wearing layers of clothes, and
Yeah,
we were talking about taking clothes off again. What is happening? It,
I gotta wait till the temperature rises a little bit around
just
here.
a little bit more. I'm with you. I'm still wearing like two t-shirts and a sweatshirt and slippers and socks. Because this year with the price of especially natural gas going up so much, I was boycotting using my heater. And
Mm.
I made it all the way through the winter. I think I had 3 days when it was like in the 30s here that I turned the heater on, but I did it. But I learned how to layer, which I
Hmm.
don't think I've ever done before in my life.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
And I'm like, ooh, I'm kind of liking this layer. And I got a little pink, I got a little purple, I got my little sweatshirt. It might
Yeah.
be my new style.
That's how we live here in Oregon. Layers.
It never occurred to me. Put on more clothes, Michelle. No.
Right. But I totally feel you need to be comfortable in your own home.
Yeah,
Why should you have to wear a parka and a hat, a ski cap, and with snow boots in your own freaking home?
I
There's no
hear
reason
you.
why you can't, be able to live to run your heat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well, my
ridiculous.
heat went up. It almost quadrupled without me ever turning the heater on. So just my baseline did. So
Yeah.
it was like,
Don't
mm-mm,
get me started.
don't get us started.
Right?
It will turn from light to dark in a minute.
Less than a minute.
That's in a minute. 30 seconds. Bam, down you go.
Uh-huh.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. Everybody's here. Shall we do a few readings?
Yeah, sure.
Let's do some
See
readings.
if
You guys
anyone
have
has any questions.
questions? Welcome, Eileen.
Hello, Eileen.
So here's what I propose we do so that we can get to everybody. We don't have too many people on here today, so it might not be too long or take up too
Okay.
much time. But maybe do you want to go back and forth? Like you take one person, I take one person, or each
Oh, sure.
pull one card per person? What are you feeling? What do you think the
Yeah, we can do that.
universal expression of the all is saying today?
We can be flexible and flowy and see if someone gets something that's on a question that maybe the other person didn't cover or something or not. However we want to do it. See, we
Fine.
might not
We'll
even
let
get any
the
questions.
divine decide.
We might not even get any questions. Who knows? Or
I
just
know.
be reading each other. Hey, didn't we want the audience to read us? Remember?
Oh yeah, we were talking. We should warn them. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Sharon did. This is Sharon's idea,
Yes, and I think it's an
and it's
excellent idea.
4:44 right now. So the
Well,
angels are listening.
there you
We were
go.
gonna have you guys pull cards for us.
Hey, honey.
And I think Sharon is freaking brilliant because that would be so much fun.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
So think on that. That's coming up soon. You'll find it in the description of our show. Our
Oh,
viewers pull cards.
oh, I thought it was be
Bring your
there.
cards.
Be there or be square.
Be there, be square. All future readings will depend on how good your readings were for us.
Free readings that you give us.
That you give us. All
Uh,
right, Barbie.
Barbie says, I'd love a card. I don't have a particular question.
Yeah, here, I'll pop her up here so that way
Okay.
we can.
Oh, then I want to share. I want to share something too.
I wish you had I could somehow make it so that you can do this stuff too.
Is there a way to make me co-host or co-driver since I'm
You
just a
should
passenger?
be. There's got to be. I mean, Restream does everything. I was looking like when we first were going to do this on Restream together. I was trying to find a way to give you equal control. I was willing to let up some control.
Dual dual driving.
You know what? I'll do now that I got a little bit of time again. I'll go on Google or YouTube and because there's got to be a way. There's got to
Okay.
be a way.
Okay.
So, do you want to do Barbie first?
Oh, I
Since
thought you were doing Barbie. Okay. Yeah, I could do Barbie.
no, I
Didn't you
do
say you were
Barbie all
doing
the
Barbie?
time.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Barbie. Let the cat out of the bag.
Well,
I'm
it's time
kidding.
for
I'm kidding.
some new, newness. Okay. All right, Barbie. There we go. All right. I'm pulling the nature spirit cards for Barbie. Let's see what nature has to say. Hey. All right.
Love you, sister girl.
All right. This card is says great mystery.
Ooh,
Yeah, let's see what that has to say. The book has to say about that. And Denise Lynn's. I love these paintings too. If you don't have these cards, I
no, they're
highly recommend them.
beautiful.
Card meaning have faith and know that you're divinely guided. Even when you have doubts, trust that you're exactly where you need to be. Believe! Exclamation point. You've planted your seeds, now allow the Creator to do the rest. Even if you can't see into the future, have faith that the path will be illuminated and go forward. If you have any recurring challenges, turn them over to the Creator. Not my will, but thy will be done. Your native spirit wants you to know many native cultures refer to the Creator as the Great Mystery. It's the idea that Great Spirit is so vast and profound that in many ways it's unknowable. Faith is the foundation of the ability to manifest. Everything was created because someone believed that it was possible, just like we were talking about. And patience is absolutely crucial in the applications of this principle. Trust. Change can happen in a heartbeat, but some things require time. You've planted the seeds, now give them time to grow. Please be patient and know that it will happen. Whatever receives your care and attention will flourish. The journey. If you just planted some seeds in your garden today, you wouldn't go out tomorrow and yell at them because there wasn't any fruit yet. So don't dig up your seeds of faith. Remember this mantra: it's happening. Repeat this phrase periodically, especially if you have doubts, and keep going. Hopefully that
Nice,
makes sense. I love that. And perfect for
nice.
spring, right? Planting seeds.
Yeah,
Spring.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's so good.
Before we go on to another question, can I share something real quick?
Yes.
Okay. We were
I'm
talking.
gonna pop this one up just so I don't forget.
Okay. We were talking about nightmares, and I want to share what I did in a nightmare that I thought was super amazing, even if I do say so myself. Um, there was it was more kind of like an out of body experience type of thing, and it was scary for me. Um, but I wasn't quite lucid, somewhat lucid, but not quite. And this being approached me. I thought that he had killed my partner in the nightmare, and he had a male being. He had a knife, and I was terrified in the dream slash out of body, whatever. And and then I thought, oh gosh, okay, wait, I can do this, and I made myself just automatically. I made myself a angel, huge angel in front of this man that was standing in front of me with a knife. Huge angel with indigo colored wings. I've seen myself like that before. And I pick him up and I pick him up and I fly up with him and I hand him over to another angel, huge angel who has black wings, which was like I felt the angel of death type angel.
Oh wow.
And I say, he's yours. And then I
Oh
return back.
wow.
Yeah. And I come back to my body and I wake up here.
Wow.
That was really cool.
That is really cool. I
Mhm.
love that. Because we're all human angels, right?
Right.
We're all human angels. And you whip it out.
Right, and
When
you
in
just have
doubt,
to
whip it out.
have that, awareness,
Yeah.
and I had it towards the end because I was, like, terrified. I'm like, "Oh, wait a minute." And then I did that.
Yeah. That's so cool. I know I've several times in my lifetime, I want to be joy and fun and laughter. And I don't like to be pushed around. I mean, who does, right? But I really spend my life trying to bring joy and laughter and stuff to people. And when people push and push and push and get me to the point where it's time for me to have to stand my ground or hold a boundary or something, I always feel like just like an archangel Michael type being come from within, and it's just like bam, and I can feel just like wings, huge wings, and I'll just bam and beat on what the problem is to scare the crap out of people because
Yeah.
they don't expect it. And that energy is so powerful that wants to come up, right? It's that powerful angelic energy. And it's a few times, my mom was one of them. They used to say, Michelle, Michelle. It's like, that is really scary when you do that. And I said, I don't think that's fully, I'm not doing this fully like, oh, here I come, boom. It's like
Yeah.
this energy from within is just, whoo,
That's
taking a
how it
step.
was with me. It was like it wasn't something that I said, "Okay, I'm gonna be an angel now." It just started happening. It just it just started happening. It was natural. I just did it, and I remember when I, feeling when I handed him to the other angel, I was, very mad. I was upset. I was mad, upset, that he had hurt my partner. And, are angels supposed to get mad? I don't know, but I guess
I
they do.
think righteous anger is the
Righteous
thing.
anger. Yeah. Yeah. And
Righteous
so,
anger is the
but it was
thing.
just like you said, it was just a natural thing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's awesome. It's
So don't mess with
powerful.
us. Don't mess with us, angels. Don't mess with us, huge angels. Right,
No, we will
peeps?
mess you up.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Now
Not
that
on
we know.
purpose. You brought it on.
You it's all your fault.
So you oh, I didn't do it. Spirit song.
Yes.
Should I bother taking up my book on smudging again? I stopped writing it because of cultural appropriation question, which I do address in the front matter. I want to tell you, Spirit Song, that the first thing that came to my mind when I read this question, it was a little bit ago. Nobody owns
Oh,
the sacred plants.
uh-uh.
Nobody owns smudging. Nobody owns that. That is a sacred plant from the divine, from the creator for all of us to use. So if there are some cultural appropriation questions, They're allowed to have their questions, but you get to do what you know is right in your heart. Okay. So I'm going to pull a Mother Mary card for you on top of it. This is something, a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, on Bridgewalkers Tuesday evening, Rev Ned and Dana and I talked a little bit about this, about how, sacred things belong to everybody, not just a particular religion or
Or
tradition or
culture.
nationality or skin color or anything. It belongs to all of us, as does everything. And so I'm just getting really strong spirit song. This like, you know, it's needed. And for Mother Mary, she says, open your heart. And the message is, I allow myself to feel the full range of the full range of emotions, especially all of the forms of love. I don't know. Can you see that?
Hold it in front of your face. There we go. Yeah.
Hi,
Nice.
Mother Mary.
Nice.
It's 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 kind. Whoa! You can see the bird through me.
That means you're not real.
I'm magical.
You're
Parallel universes, Stacy.
you're 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 being projected. You're a projection.
I love it. I love it. So, spirit song, nobody owns it. Nobody owns it. It belongs to all of us. If your heart wants you to write that book, please do, because people need to learn. And I'm even going to say, just as someone with with Native American blood and with some of the training, you know, people need to know the magic and the beauty of smudging. People deserve to know that there's a tool and something sacred for them to use. And in the spirit of oneness, yeah, share it. It's time for
Okay.
us to share everything now. I
I
know
like
there are those that will disagree,
well, that's too
but
bad. Too bad.
mhm,
Do what your
too
heart
bad.
tells you to do. And that cultural appropriation thing, I think, is a bunch of hooey anyway. It's just another way to keep us divided. And yeah, because we are all one. And we've been every culture there is. We've had all lifetimes. We've shared all these experiences. We haven't been white for every lifetime. We haven't been, dark skinned, black for every lifetime. We haven't been Native American or Native for every lifetime. So it's belongs to all of us.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's ridiculous. When I hear that, I just want to be that big angel again and punch somebody out. Okay.
It's like nobody owns it, just like nobody owns the land.
Yeah.
You
We're
know, people run
caretakers. We're
around,
supposed
stick
to be caretakers.
yeah, we're stewards. People run around, stick flags in it, and say, "This is mine." And
Well,
sorry.
that's what causes ghosts too, you know? It's for
Mhm.
people that get attached to their property and their land and their
Yep,
house and that kind of thing is they
yep,
feel like they own it, and that's what causes,
yep. They don't want to leave.
that type of thing because we don't own anything.
Barbie's going. I'm going to run out to my garden now. Bye.
I'm gonna what? Huh?
I'm going to run out to my garden and apologize right now.
Oh,
I'm sorry, garden. All right, Stacy is asking a question. Stacy, why did my friend Diane show up in my dream?
why did my friend Diane show up in my dream? Hmm. So what I've learned, and I teach classes on dream work, dream interpretation. I've been studying dreams for over 20 years. Had ascended master teachers. Katumi worked with me in my dreams. Yeshua always. But what I've learned in dreams normally, before I pull a card for you, Stacy, that when people in our circles, family, friends, coworkers, that type of thing, even celebrities show up, that they are representing something within us. They're playing a role in our dream according to what you see, what qualities they hold, that type of thing, or don't hold. And so that's the message they're giving you. And if your friend Diane showed up, then you might want to look at, and it's important to know what the dream is all about, because there's so many symbols in our dreams, so much information in our dream rather than just your friend. So so and what I'm getting here is Diane was showing you something that that you see within her, that was giving you messages within the dream, not necessarily her herself. And it could be, it's your dream, if there's a message that she can give you with what she's going through in her life, or what she, any kind of personality traits that you could use in the dream, that kind of thing, to give, to bring the messages through from your higher guidance. um, that is how it could, you could interpret it if you do interpret your dreams. Now, if she's crossed over or something like that, it could be a visitation. A lot of times, not always, but usually visitations are very profound and clear, like real. So hopefully that makes sense. So she's there. Short answer: Diane showed up in your dream uh, as a, could be as a message for you, to help you with something going on in your life at that time. And dreams are usually they're very timely with what's going on in our life. Okay, yeah. Um, so it's important to see what's going on in our life at that time, either like during that day, the day after, the day before, a few days after. And it's usually, and with the way time is speeding up now, it's usually like the next day something might be might happen that you had a dream about, or within, definitely within a few days, a week. All right, so let me pull a card. Hopefully that makes sense. This is from the Sacred Geometry Oracle. See what the Sacred Geometry has to say about your dream. And Diane's showing up in it. Okay. Dynamic, number 23 is the number. This is what it looks like. The frequency of dynamic supports our ability to harmonize between layers and aspects of different origin and frequency. It helps us to put together a reality that is made up of many different elements, both familiar and completely new, with ease, grace, and great joy. Huh. And I believe that that would play, maybe play a role in our dreamscape, right? Number 23. The word dynamic can be described as an energetic force or process that is constantly changing. Changing about, sorry, changing, yes, period. Okay. when, we, when we talk about the dynamics of something, we refer to the way it works or interacts. Now, if we add the words vibrant and full of life, we have a perfect description of what dynamic entails in the new energy. The triangular shape and color of this activation refer to the masculine aspect, which is full of direction, power, and presence. All the circular shapes refer to the infinite and flowing aspect of the feminine, while representing the mechanism of the dynamic process, one that brings together different aspects, harmonizes them, and makes them work together. That's what our dreams are all about. The result is a process that is alive with energy, movement, color, and change. Just by witnessing this process, one automatically becomes part of it, as nothing that is witnessed remains unaffected. The activation of dynamic is about bringing together things that do not typically go together, whether it be colors, styles, words, music, and even food. With dynamic, we bring harmony wherever we go. Intuitively sensing how everything works together, we shine our light brightly with vibrant color for everyone to see and experience. And it says, try this. Get up on your feet for a moment and shake your hands, move your body, take a couple of breaths, get your heart pumping, your blood flowing, and your energy moving. How does it feel? Do you feel alive? Now take a fresh look at a situation or question at hand. How does this dynamic energy feel to you now? That can be a good way to look at your question in your dream or look at any question in life.
Yeah,
Nice. Isn't that beautiful?
it's so pretty.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mhm.
And Stacy, really quick, something that I'm getting with the Diane thing is I'm seeing her kind of like telling you to go, 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 get moving, go, go. I'm feeling there's like this, let's go, come on, let's go, let's go. So I don't know if that has anything to do with anything, but I'm going to leave you with that part too. So very cool. Let's put up Monica. Monica's saying, I'm feeling a bit lost looking into different job options. Want to keep doing meaningful work, but my caregiving career is not currently meeting my financial needs. Yeah, let's get her a card.
Mhm.
Isn't it interesting how the people that have the most important jobs in this current crumbling matrix
Mhm.
don't get paid enough to meet their financial needs?
Oh, well,
And
it's
yet
been
the
that way. Yeah.
distractions get paid millions of dollars.
Exactly.
It's so crazy. It's so upside down.
Well, that's
And
what
that's
Yeshua's always told me is we live in upside down world.
yeah, it totally
Mhm.
is. Upside down, inside out, mirrored,
Inverted.
inverted, perverted, all the verts.
All the
Monica, I'm gonna bring you any vert you can think of. Divert,
bird.
pervert.
Yeah.
Monica, I'm gonna pull you a card from Mother Mary, but I also feel like that a Jesus card wants to come through. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop them both open. The first card is actually from Jesus, and he's saying, and this is the statement on there. It says, I pray for Jesus's help. Oh my God, I swear I'm not drunk. I pray for Jesus's help and guidance with this situation. So it's like there's something about with what you're going through right now that it's really important that you kind of move into that divine connection and allow what really wants to come through you to help you. And then the following card from it's from Jesus himself. Those cards says, "Well done, thou good and faithful servant." So I'm going to do this because I want you to see. I want you to see these cards. I'm going to take my amazing background off because I want you to see these cards. I want you to see this first card is from Mother Mary. It is the card that says Jesus. I pray for Jesus's help and guidance and for understanding. Okay. And then from the Mother Mary card, you're getting Jesus, and it says, well done, thou good and faithful servant. I
Oh, you
want
mean
to
from the
tell you,
Jesus
honey,
card?
this is the time for you to really use the art of prayer and allowing yourself to be divinely guided through this situation. I feel like that there's an answer to this that is going to be perfect. I also want to tell you that I feel very strongly that your caregiving career is really honored in the higher realms, that you are truly loved and supported and honored in the higher realms. And so it's you've got Mother Mary and you've got Jesus. Both of them are saying turn it over to Jesus. Now, I'm not talking about Catholicism or born again Christian. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about that consciousness of pure unconditional love and of faith in a higher awareness. So it's almost like take a couple days, stop thinking about this issue. Give yourself a break. Maybe this weekend, tomorrow's Friday, give yourself a 3-day vacation from even worrying about this and instead take the time to just say, Sacred and holy presence of love, show me the way, and leave it at that. And every time you start worrying, sacred and holy presence of love, show me the way. And if you're a Jesus person, sacred and holy Jesus presence of love, show me the way. And the way will be shown. Oh my gosh. A way will be shown for you, honey. This is something for you to be able to shift into really knowing that God, however you understand that, whoever you understand him, her, they, them, whatever, wants you to know how loved and supported you are. Beloved presence of love, show me the way. Your answer is going to come really quick. Mm. I'm going to leave you with that. I'm going to leave you with that. That was,
Beautiful.
amen. Total
You know,
amen.
I know. I just got one little intuition with you about movement and creativity that will help bring in all of what Michelle just highlighted and brought to you as well. And to find that creative muscle and flex that creative muscle because that is what helps us, um, as you know, I'm sure, tune into our higher parts of
Mhm.
us that create the life we want. And as we feel frustrated and worry and that kind of thing, we slow the flow. So
Yes,
what
I
I
do.
was getting was, yeah, creation, whatever that is, and movement, dancing, get things flowing through your energy field, through your body, all of that kind of thing. And and that's going to help with manifesting what's already there for you. It's already there. It's just a matter of, like Michelle was saying, trust it, trust. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
I just ask for that guidance every time the worry comes. Switch it over to show me, show me,
Hmm.
show me.
Hmm.
I feel like there's a very special thing going to show up for you.
Yeah, and Spirit Song says one of their local agencies is closed. They can't find enough caregivers. So she's saying you are essential no matter where you go. Yeah, with your skills and what you do for people. Yeah, it's but taking care of yourself. Definitely taking care. Don't forget to care give yourself, whatever that
Absolutely.
takes.
That's why it's like you need a vacation from worry. You get a
Right,
3-day vacation from worrying about this.
right.
All
Okay.
right. So Lisa gets a birthday reading.
Lisa,
Go, Lisa. Go, Lisa. It's
this
your
is
birthday.
from,
Go,
yeah,
Lisa.
from Nature Spirit
Nature spirit. Go,
or
Lisa.
Native
It's your
Spirit.
birthday. Native spirits. I feel like I'm needing a drum.
All right, Lisa. Birthday message for Lisa, Native Spirit. Thank you. Hmm. Isn't that funny? Tribal spirit dancer. Yep.
Hey, hey, oh, hey, 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 oh.
Nice. Okay, Lisa, get up on your feet, play the drums, let go, say yes to life, be daring, dance to your heart's desire, unfurl your wings and fly, cast aside conventions and restrictions, tune into the rhythm of life, laugh, explore, go beyond your predictable behavior. Sometimes life is messy and chaotic, and that's okay. Leave the dishes, run outside in the sprinklers. Your native spirit wants you to know you are on the planet to be free. You don't always need to meet the expectations of others. You're here to explore, expand, and step into your extraordinary self. Of course, there are times to live an ordinary life, but there are also times to joyously fling your arms to the heavens and dance. Choose life on your terms. Clear out mental and emotional clutter. Move beyond those situations that you have outgrown. Don't accept the rules you have placed on yourself or that others have placed on you. This is your time. Don't delay listening to the rhythm of your heart and following your dreams. The journey. Turn on music and move. Well, there's a theme there. Tribal dance isn't about looking good. It's about feeling the beat inside your heart and expressing this with your body and your emotions. If you want to break free, then start first by expressing yourself wild and free, and the circumstances of your life will transform.
Wow.
If you don't dance, the way I see it is if we don't dance and sing every day, then we are surely lacking.
We are missing out on
Yes.
something.
Yes. Because that is what we are meant to do. Because we are music.
Yeah.
That's what we are.
That's a
Yeah.
music, math, geometry are all frequencies, and
Hmm.
that's what we're made of.
Hopefully
I
that
hope.
resonates, Lisa.
Mm, good job, Lisa. Happy
Mhm.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
All right.
Dance, dance,
So,
dance.
boop. And now we have Christine. She has a question.
Hey, Christine.
She says, "Can you pull a card for me in my upcoming week?" Week. I just all of a sudden cannot talk. I apologize. I'm on vacation, but concerned about being around so many people. My husband loves cruises. We leave Saturday for a week.
Woo!
I think you should give me your ticket. Spirit says,
The card it's in the cards.
Mother Mary says
It's in
that
the
you should give me your
cards.
ticket. Let me pull. Well, matter of fact, Jesus is wanting. Mother Mary said, I already gave her a message. Yeah, honestly, you know what? Christine, my first response when I heard this, it was like, there's nothing to worry about. Ooh, there's nothing for you to worry about. If you worry about it, you can bring it about. And your question from or your answer from Jesus is seek and ye shall find. So, honey, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't manifest it into worrying. You know, that the whole thing is pretty much over, you know. If you're a little bit concerned about things and you're going to be in close proximity with people, wear your mask, right? But cruises, a lot of your time is spent out in the open air, in that fresh open air that's filled with ions from the ocean and from the sun and from the air. You're surrounded by all of this beautiful energy that is cleansing and clearing and um, I want to use the word negates any of that kind of. So it's like no, you're to go and have fun
Yeah,
and enjoy,
yeah. And
and say a prayer. Say a prayer before you go.
worry and fear depletes your immune system.
Mm. Yeah, you're absolutely fine. I wanted to find this card too. It's a Mother Mary card and it's called Health. And it says, my prayers for healing miracles have been heard and answered. Ask for protection that makes you feel a little bit better. Ask for protection. Angels, guides, Jesus, Mary, God, however you do that, ask for protection from that silly little virus that is not nearly as big and scary as we've been made to believe. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. And so you're really being guided, honey. Ask for protection. Do what makes you comfortable, but please, please, please enjoy. Please, please, please enjoy because that's what it's for. That's what you're being given this for is to let go and enjoy and not worry. Worry does you no good.
No, it's wasted energy.
Yeah,
Wasted, wasted,
yeah.
wasted. And
Wasted
this thing
days
was
and
if that's
wasted
what you I know,
nights.
right? If that's what you're worried about, this was created to create fear. This whole thing was created to create fear, to keep us in fear. And we're meant to
That
be
lowers our
it
frequency.
does. We're meant to be around people. We thrive being around people. Yeah, and if you're an empath, just put up your shields, and go have fun because, there's no reason to be in fear. Have fun.
Yeah.
Enjoy. En
And that raises your frequency.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. It raises your frequency to be happy and joyful. Fear lowers your frequency and slows down your immune system.
Yeah. And we could go on and on
I
about
love the
that.
spirit song. What a beautiful message. I just want to commend you on that. You're essential no matter where you go. That's such a beautiful message. Thank you for that for everybody. Lisa's going, I'm going to be dancing.
You're welcome. Okay, so who's got cards out there in the audience that could pull a card for Michelle and I?
Ooh, it's coming faster than you people thought. I love that. Lisa, you go dancing tonight. Yay.
Good,
Yeah,
good, Christine. Perfect.
you're welcome, Christine. Don't you worry your pretty little head.
That's right. Michelle, I'm gonna pull a card for you. Pull a card for
Okay. Spirit Song thinks I'm high on spirit right now.
you are.
I'm high on spirit a lot of time.
I mean, life. We always are because we are spirit, right?
It's so fun.
Yes, I know. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna use a native spirit. I keep wanting to say native spirit cards for Michelle.
Oh, excuse me. Ooh.
Ooh,
Ooh. Oh, I love that.
nice. Yeah, they're coming out
I
around
love
here too because
they're coming out around here
the
too.
babies are
I
coming
just had a couple up on the roof last night.
out. Oh, you hear them? Yeah.
Ooh, ooh,
Well, we know the meaning
ooh.
of owls, don't we? So, card meaning is wisdom, illumination, intuition, clairvoyance, and deep insight abound. Go within. Profound majesty and grace is available to you simply by pulling your awareness inward. And this can be for anyone out there as well. All of us.
I'll share.
Ancient knowledge is emerging within you. You know the truth. Trust your perception. You are a truth seeker and a truth sharer. Nurture the feminine spirit within you. Your native spirit wants you to know. In some indigenous cultures, the men say that they're afraid of the owl because it represents the power of woman and they're in awe of and even afraid of the power of women. Other native cultures call the owl the night eagle, for it has the majesty of the eagle but works silently in the darkness of night. In Western cultures, the owl sits on the shoulder of Athena and also of Merlin, revealing sacred truths. When this card chooses you, you're at the advent of a time of illumination and transformation. The journey. In a meditative state, imagine that you have shape shifted into an owl and you are soaring silently through the night. Your ability to see, even in the darkness, is remarkable. This corresponds with your ability to perceive the truth, even in murky situations in life. Nice,
Ooh, ooh.
right?
That's awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That is beautiful. I'll take that into my heart, into my soul. And when you're talking about, becoming the owl, I could feel that.
Nice.
I love owls.
Me too.
All right. Now I'm pulling one for you.
Oh, thank you.
The holy presence of one. And it's coming from Jesus because you kind of like him.
Yeah, it's kind of my guy.
Got three. Okay. First one says, "Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid." And he's having that little child sitting on his knee that he was so famous for always taking the time with the children, always taking the time with the innocents even, right?
Mhm.
Not just children, but any being whose heart and soul were of innocence. And he had that beautiful playful spirit.
Nice.
The next card that came up was pray always. And I feel like Sharon, for you personally, this is an acknowledgement of you doing this, that every breath is a prayer with you.
Mhm.
And I feel like this is an acknowledgement, not a directive for you.
Nice.
And then the next card is, I will not leave you comfortless. I will come to you. And it's Jesus and Mary Magdalene. And I know your tie and your connection in with Mary Magdalene too. And it's, you are being guided through all that you're doing right now through this Christ consciousness. It is that pure unconditional love, to bring that love into the planet, into the consciousness of humanity when it needs it most. Your wisdom and your grace and your power, your strength, your fortitude and perseverance
Oh,
is bringing you forward into everything that you are meant to be. And he's saying, and I'm right there with you, holding your hand. We're doing this together. And he says, I love you.
oh, thank you.
And he kisses you on the forehead. Mm,
Oh,
mm.
thank you, Michelle.
Wow, thank you.
Mm.
Thank you. That was fun. I think we
Yeah.
should do this from now on.
Yeah. Ah.
Oh my gosh, everybody, thank you so much for being here.
Yes, thank you, everyone.
It is almost 5:30 already. Oh
I
my
know, I can't
gosh.
believe it.
Ooh, it's fun. Spirit
You're welcome, Spirit Song.
song.
Spirit Song says
And
thank
and I want to tell everybody, I this weekend I did an interview with Spirit Song. I believe it was yesterday. It feels like it was 2 weeks ago. And I'll be getting that up on my YouTube. Also, my new Spotify
Oh,
podcast, which
nice.
Sharon, yeah, we need to talk about that too. We got some Spotifying to do. Um, and so Spirit Song, that interview is going to be coming up for her too. So I'll get it out on Facebook and YouTube so you guys check it out. She's awesome.
Oh, very cool.
She's an animal communicator.
Ooh, I'd love to
And
have
she
you on
also,
my channel too.
all right, Spirit Song. I told you it
Yeah,
was going to get started. She's amazing.
very cool.
She's amazing, Sharon. Let's lift her and promote her
Oh, I
too.
would love
She's
to.
writing books.
Mhm.
And so it is done.
Contact me.
Abracadabra.
Contact me, Spirit Song. Yes, abracadabra.
Mhm. Abracadabra. I love you guys. I love you, Sharon. Thank you all for
Mwah.
being here. And until next time, stay sparkly.
That's right.
Bye, guys.
Bye.